Hello, all, and welcome back to another Expert Consultant with your host, Chris DickRson, and co host, Coco D.
Yo,
Today, we are here to talk about a little game that I actually got a review code for, and it's my first review code ever, so it was quite exciting. Um, by Next Entertainment over in China. The game is Bladed Fury. Now, a little bit of background. Bladed Fury came out on Steam last year and reviewed pretty well over there. Um, it pretty successful. It has like a solid Metacritic score, and I thought, well, hey, when I saw the like images and pictures, it has a really gorgeous art style. So that was the thing that immediately struck out to me. So I was like, hey, let's do this. Let's cover this. And they were gracious enough to send me a review code. And I checked it out, and I actually really enjoyed my time with it. Now, I kind of wanted to do this in like a little bit of a series called "What's This?" I'm going to explain. So, Coco, what are the chances that you've heard of this game before?
not before you told me about it.
And that's like a common trend with the games I play. You'd say, huh?
Yeah, I don't know anything that you talk about until you tell me, and then that's when I become an expert on it.
Exactly. So I kind of want to do a little like video series kind of covering these lesser known, more obscure games. Heck, I never heard of Bladed Fury until the like last week when I checked it out. So it's super exciting for me to like learn about it. And hey, in terms of the whole pretentious nerds thing, this is a way of teaching people about these cool little gems. And some won't be so cool, but I would consider this one a pretty good one. So
Super fun.
yeah, so Bladed Fury is a 2D Metroidvania-esque. I don't think it goes as far to be full Metroidvania because it's level-based, but the each level does have a pretty open environment that you can explore. 2D side-scroller action platformers, kind of in the vein. It's more fast-paced than your Castlevanias. Probably, honestly, slower pace than Hollow Knight, given its how fast Hollow Knight can get. So really tight, just short little game. And honestly, I don't think we have enough of those nowadays. Every game just wants to be like 20 to 30 hours, and Bladed Fury is just this nice little like super fun, like controls really well 2D action game. And so just to talk a little bit about it, you can see on the screen you got a combo counter. It's a pretty standard 2D like brawler in a way. Um,
Now,
you
is this a
got
multiplayer game?
no, this single player only. I was actually surprised at how much the story matters. You can kind of see throughout. It's like actually tells a pretty like decently solid story. I was impressed. I fully went into this game waiting to skip all the cutscenes because the story would not matter at all. But I actually found myself get a little bit of interest into it. So it's about this girl, and basically she's framed for killing her father. And there's more to it in terms of how the gods are get involved and kind of how like who she gets help from and everything. I won't spoil too much here, but it's more than just your standard just standard one note. The story is not even there, just 2D action game, which I much preferred that. It just gave me a reason to care and gave me a reason to like keep going. So how does it look to you so far, Coco?
This gives me vibes of, like you said before, those shorter games. Back when we were in high school, or not high school, we were in college. Jesus. You showed me. Well, I called it Battle Blocks. What was the real name of it?
Oh my gosh, Blood Block Battle Blood? No, that's
Nope,
the
that's the
anime.
anime.
That's the anime. Oh my gosh,
But
Battle Block Arcade. Block
it gives me
Arcade.
vibes of that or that dishwasher game that you made me play.
Oh yeah, yeah. It does have
Um,
very similar combat to Dishwasher.
That's
Yeah,
why I
that.
wonder if it was multiplayer, because like you said, I would love more games like this that are like you can play with your friends in like an hour or two.
Yeah, it's super. Like the game's like 3 hours long. They didn't rushing through it, but like
It looks like a we don't like you said earlier. We don't have a lot of these like I don't want to call it basic, but like basic little platformer slashing games, and I dig it.
I know.
Like I
It's
would want to get this on my Switch and be like, have some time at like when I'm on vacation or something, just to chill and play it.
Yeah, I think the genre right now is so focused on Metroidvanias, which are great. I personally, I could never really get into them as much as I wished. I never really got into Hollow Knight like I really wanted to. Uh, I always feel bad for that, but it didn't click with me. I respect it from afar. It's just Metroidvanias are too large for me. They're too big. There's too much going on. It's just overwhelming, and I'm not the biggest fan of backtracking. Whereas Bladed Fury is pretty linear, which for the type of game is what I want.
What I like about how it looks is, well, I
Yeah,
kind of miss games like this where like it has a story that you can pay attention to, but especially for someone like me, who unlike you is usually watching TV or something while playing a video game. I like games that I can play and enjoy and not have to like think too like it's not like Last of Us or Bioshock where you have to think too hard into it while you're playing it. You can
yeah.
just chill and enjoy it while like maybe watching something else or like it's just good simple fun.
Yeah, I think you can easily you can skip the cutscenes, and I think the story is simple enough to where you can just kind of take, all right, revenge story, going after the person who killed your father, boom. You don't really need as much. I honestly, as a complaint, I would think the story gets in there a little bit too much. I would say like it will, I'm not sure if the video will show, but it will like stop you several times in the middle of just playing the game to like kind of just for dialogue, and it happens a bit too much, I'd say. But easily, as someone who wants to listen to the story, I don't skip it. But if hey, you just want to hang out and you just want to watch something in the background, it's easily skippable, and you still get the a base idea of the story pretty well.
So what are these four characters in the corner?
So those are like your spirits. Every time you beat a boss, and sometimes it happens with special enemies too, you'll get like special attacks. So I don't know, it might show it off soon. I'll show it off later in the video, but the special attack will activate, and it just so the one on the left is like a spider. It'll slow everyone down. The top one is like a katana. It'll like create this like really cool like black hole vortex that will like suck everyone in. It keeps all the enemies in one place, so you can knock them all out at once.
So
The
they
one on the
happen
right,
automatically?
no, so you summon them. The count is how many times you can use them per like battle, where you have to wait for them to recharge. They're just on a cooldown. There's some Dark Souls inspiration in here too. You always have to have the game with some Dark Souls inspiration. The little six, I think they're scarabs. Yeah, the little scarabs are basically act as Estus flasks in the way that they do in Dark Souls. Just they heal up, and it's fun. I always like, honestly, Dark Souls is so well designed. I can say anything can take from it, and I will be fine as long as it just takes it does it well. Um, yeah, it just has a lot of stuff going on it. I don't know, I love watching it. I think the animations go really well.
Yeah, it looks really clean and smooth.
Yeah, and I love the art style. I do have some later part of the video coming up where it just shows how clean the art is and how variety here. So right here we have our boss battle, and it can kind of show I got wrecked the first time and I had to cut that and edit it so I didn't look awful, but this time it's all right. So yeah, it shows you a little bit of the skills.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the spider thing is a lot more helpful than I thought it would be. And I gotta say, the boss battles are actually super good. Again, this game impressed me in ways I just didn't expect it to. Like, I just like the boss battles. I'm so used to just most of the style game, just having boss battles you can just wail on and that will be it. Like, just simple. The game's easy enough to where I think I would fully expect that. But some of these bosses actually come up and challenge you and force you to kind of play in different ways. Like a lot of me getting hit right here is 100% my fault and could have been like blocked by these easy tells, but it's just It's so fast. Oh, I love this boss. It's so well done.
Honestly, I'm super interested in what's going on in the background. Is that a giant robot hand?
Yeah, yeah. This character, when you beat her, she gives you a giant, basically a giant laser. I'm trying to think of a good anime comparison. My
Probably something from Monster or God Eater.
Oh yeah, yeah. Something like God are like gosh, you know Cyborg's like big cannon?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's basically that. It's
chill.
yeah, she basically transformed into a big cannon and then fires, and it's really cool.
There's the black hole move.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you can kind of see it's like this time I actually know what I'm doing, and I still get hurt a lot, but
So is this
I
game
die less.
based like in our world, or is this like a dystopian world?
It's supposed to be like kind of ancient China, but also kind of like futuristic a little bit. Got some steampunk vibes. There's a like a haunted mansion level. That is one thing I gotta say. You go to a lot of really interesting places. Each level is kind of different, and I
So
love
I'm
that.
digging her design.
Oh yeah, with the four arms. You can see some story stuff going on, and as this goes, like there's a cool little cutscene, and then I'll show you where we go next.
Yo, she just monkey D. Luffy this building.
So there's like a hub area that we're going to. It's kind of, I don't barely even a hub. It's just kind of where each level starts.
God, I love this art.
Yeah, it's super good. I love the Chinese. So yeah, and you got this like cool god that she's like basically talking with, that she's working with. I really like his design. But yeah, I know. I really enjoy this game. It's in terms of complaints, I would say the first being, so it's on Steam, it's $10. On console, it's 20 right now. And I do think that might be a bit steep for the like play time and the like for an asking price. I would say like 15, or probably like that 10 from Steam was the perfect mark, because it is short enough. It is just kind of like clean and has that one note atmosphere that I think is just a really good thing to play over a weekend and kind of just be like, hey, that was a really good time.
Well, it seems like something I would probably definitely enjoy, which is usually the games you show me. I either play because I have to, just to get that experience, or I don't like because you play some really friggin' weird games.
Yeah, yeah.
So this one definitely looks up my alley.
Yeah, it's just super fun. It's just simple, good, clean fun. And not every game has to have too much going on about it. And I think this is perfectly that. Again, if the asking price is a little bit lower, if it's on sale, I would 100% just like say people should get it, should check it out. And even at 20, I still think it's pretty much a worth it time. Yeah, I'm really glad I got the chance to play it. Thanks to Next for hooking me up with the review code. I really do appreciate it, and I'm excited to hopefully people will check out this game more. It did review well on Steam, but Steam's such a cesspool; it's hard to find anything. I do hope that people will find this game because it's really cool. It's a small, little, weird thing to play in between all our constant big releases coming out. But it definitely deserves a look. And I look at that, how each level is so strikingly different from the next. And like these, look how insane these character designs are. It's just...
That man's got muscle on muscle.
It's so exaggerated. Everything has that like ancient Chinese art style, but just taken up to 11. It's kind of crazy looking. It's hard to show with just video, but I do love how it controls. There's really not much like negative to say. I just think the price is a bit much because to me, it's like the game has a clear idea what it's doing. It's being a simple 2D action brawler, and it does that in spades perfectly, it, for me. So, but I think that's gonna wrap it up for us today.
Well,
Well,
I think you found a game I definitely want to check out now. But I'm
oh
always
yeah,
just any story that involves gods and revenge anyway.
I'm pretty sure it's on Switch. So like, hey, it'll probably be on sale or something. I totally recommend playing it. It's literally the perfect game for like background. Yeah, there's that laser cannon. Oh, I love it.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the perfect thing to play with something on in the background. Just a really good time. And we need more small games like this. Yeah, I give this one a play, a check out on the what is it scale.
Nice, nice.
I hope to do more what is videos soon after we get to that Balan Wonderland or Wonder World video.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right. As always, play what you want to play.